Hi everybody, I have a confession to make. I am a snorer, and I've been a snorer, well, for as long as I can remember, to be honest. It kind of affects my sleep, wakes me up, that sort of stuff. And so I've recently tried one of these things. This is a Mandible Adjustment Device, sometimes they're called, from a company called Snoreeze, and I'm happy to say it has worked incredibly well. However, to start off with, I do have to say that there's snoring and there's sleep apnea. So sleep apnea is where your airway is being obstructed and actually you're stopping breathing during the night. Now this is very serious. So if you suspect you've got sleep apnea, you need to go and consult your doctor, consult your GP and get some professional advice about it. Also, these sort of over-the-counter solutions aren't as good as ones that are sorted out for you by your dentist, because this thing goes in your mouth, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Obviously, anything to do with your teeth and things like that, you may well be advised to do that. However, I bought this one over the counter, and it has worked very, very well for me. Now, to figure out whether a mandible adjustment device is suitable for you, then one of the things you could do, apologies again, I'm recording this on my mobile phone, is if you go to britishsnoring.co.uk, now they do sell stuff, these guys, but they do have a test that you can take, the interactive snore test. And what that'll do is that'll ask you a series of questions and it'll give you a good idea of why you snore, and then the possible solutions for that. A simple test you can actually do is, this is going to sound a little bit odd, what you can do is if you point your tongue out, like point as far as you can go out of your mouth, and then try and make a snoring noise. So I'm going to try and do that now. So I'm going to poke my tongue out and try and make a snoring. I can't. But if I close my mouth and pull my tongue back, I can make a really good snoring noise. So that indicates that it's the position of my tongue and my jaw that could be causing my problem. And in fact, when I took the test, it said there's probably a few reasons why you snore, and one of them could be that. And they recommended a mandible adjustment device like this one, but I'd already bought it and already tried it out. So how does it? Oh, so these things, they cost between sort of £30 and £40. I think from the Snoreeze.com website, it's 30 quid. And what you do is you take it home and you rinse it and you put it in hot water for a couple of minutes so the inside goes soft, like you do with the gum shield. Pop it into your mouth for a couple of minutes and then it forms to the shape of your teeth. And then this is the weird thing, at night, just as you're going to sleep, brush your teeth first, have a glass of water, and then you just pop this baby in like this, and then it kind of goes in your mouth. Hello, how you doing? And what it does is it pushes your jaw forward slightly, which stops, as far as I'm aware, it stops like your tongue causing the snoring and tenses up some of the muscles. Now, if you've ever done CPR training, you'll know that one of the first things you do when you're going to do mouth-to-mouth CPR, or even if you're not doing mouth-to-mouth, if you're just doing chest compressions, you need to make sure the airway's not blocked. And one of the ways that you do that is you put your fingers on the person's chin and you pull it down to open their mouth. Because the idea of that is you're pulling their jaw forward, which pulls their tongue forward and stops their airway being blocked. And that's what this thing's doing. And for the first night, you just use it as it is. And then if you don't notice any effect, see these little things here? You turn these screws, and they, in effect, are pushing the bottom forward. So it pulls your jaw forward a tiny little bit. I think I ended up turning it 2 times on mine. And then that was it, really. I started sleeping very well. Much, much better than I've ever slept in the past. Well, for as long as I can remember, probably since, I was a lot younger and a lot less fat. And I'm happy to say it definitely works. Now, it feels a little bit uncomfortable to start off with. I mean, you wake up with a bit of a gummy mouth because, your mouth has kind of often been open with this thing. But I'm happy to say it definitely works. And so if you suffer from snoring, take the test on that website I just said, which is the britishsnoring.co.uk. Do the tongue test. Try and snore with your tongue out, and then try and snore with your tongue in. And if you can, probably one of these devices might be good. If you suspect you've got sleep apnea, though, do consult your GP. Very, very important that, because it's very dangerous, sleep apnea, for your health long term and short term. I guess you could die, couldn't you? And give one a go. Yeah, I've been very pleased. I found myself being able to concentrate better, which is good for gaming. You know, the title of this video. You know, sleep well, game well, or sleep better, game better. And I tell you what, I find myself in better moods as well. I find myself laughing a lot more, and enjoying things a lot more, especially later in the day when I generally get a little bit grumpy. And often what would happen as well is I'd have a kip at lunchtime at work, and I don't find myself doing that as much anymore. You know, I'm one of those sort of people who could just lie down and go to sleep anywhere, and I guess it's probably because I've been having really bad sleep because of my snoring has been waking me up, and I've never really had really deep sleep. So there we go, the Snoreeze snoring relief device, about £30 to £40, Amazon, or from direct. I think Boots in the UK sell them as well. Superdrug probably do. Local chemists will probably sell something similar. Highly recommended. Worked for me, and yeah, check it out if you think you've got a problem with snoring but not sleep apnea. You want to see a doctor for that. Anyway, thank you very much. Put your questions and comments down below. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.